Hi guys, we're here with Nico, who's a recent patient of mine. So Nico, maybe you can tell us the reasons that brought you to see me in the first place.
Okay, well, first it started in October, and I started to get dizzy, and I couldn't look at the sun, and I couldn't go shopping because of the high, on the second floor, because of all the people and everything.
Right,
It started
right.
like that.
Fear of crowds?
Fear of crowds,
Yeah.
At first I went to it actually started when I went to the optometrist to get an eye exam,
Mm-hmm.
and then he diluted something in my eye, and since then my eyes haven't been the same, and I started to get migraines, and then I started to get dizzy. Went back to the optometrist, and he said that it wasn't the drops, it was nothing. Then I went to see a vertigo specialist. I spent $400 there. I went to the GP, and the GP sent me to different other doctors, which were the neurologists.
Yeah.
Then I went to do a CAT scan, I went to do a Doppler, and I went to do an MRI, and everything came back negative, but I was still feeling dizzy. I was still not, I couldn't function, and it was, and then I came to see you.
Right. So I know that we did a posturology treatment,
Yeah.
where I stimulated the skin of your foot with the postural insole.
Yes.
We used the eye exercise,
Yeah.
and we also used the small magnet that you're wearing right now on the corner of your eye.
Yeah.
Tell us what happened in that session when we treated you.
When I walked into your office, I was I couldn't look outside, because you have all windows and
Yeah.
everything. So I refused to look outside, and you have a little painting there.
Yeah.
And it's all full of circles
Yeah,
and dots
circles,
and
yeah.
whatever, and I couldn't even look at it. When I came in, I saw it, but I looked away from it. And then you assessed me, and you told me that this was unleveled, and all that, and I was more left than right, and as soon as you put the magnet and the insoles, I got up, and I was actually running up the stairs. I was running up the stairs, and I looked now I'm looking outside, and the cars are going, and the sun's coming, and I'm fine. And it was instantaneously. It was instantaneous. I got up from your bed, and I just got up, and I started. You said to walk, and I was walking, but I felt I wanted to do more, because I haven't been like that in 6 months.
Right.
Where I was I was taking each step. Driving was I couldn't keep my eyes open. I couldn't do this with my eyes. It was just. And I felt dizzy every single time. I'd wake up in the morning, and as soon as I got up from your bed, everything was gone.
Right.
Just everything was gone.
So you're a great example of someone who had gone through the medical system, and it was necessary to assess everything that was assessed, but then obviously there was a reason for why you still had these symptoms.
Right.
And by looking at you more functionally, we were able to actually discern why on a sensory level you were still not interacting with your environment properly, and by improving your sensory system, we obviously improved the way you deal with your surroundings, and the result was obviously very quick. So
it was fast. It was instantaneous, because as soon as I got up I felt different. And then when you told me to start walking to the door, already I wasn't, because you're so used to, for 6 months, it's a long time, that you're so used to doing things a certain way, because you could get used to anything, right? So for 6 months, I've been walking this way. I didn't turn my head that way.
Right.
When I drive, and I check my blind spot, it would be really
because even your head movements were creating dizziness.
Yeah, everything was. When I was working out, it was. You get into the habit of doing things a different way that you don't really. I couldn't go anywhere without my sunglasses. I couldn't go shopping because the people, the height. When I go on the second floor. My ears will start
right.
going pumping, and I'm like, oh my God, so when I got up and I look outside, that was my first sign. When I look at that painting you have there, and I was just looking at it as if it was nothing.
It wasn't bothering you
anymore. It
wasn't
bothering me at all. Yeah, and I noticed the difference in my eyes because they were open. My eyes were kind of they were small. My eyes, I felt them. They were tight,
Yeah.
And then the exercises that you made me do, with the finger, and I do that every morning and at lunch, I do it another time, and it makes me refocus.
Yeah.
It makes me refocus. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your testimonial.
Thank you.